That's a really long second. Hey, listen, it's a it's kind of like like when a bomb is about to explode on, you know, on really important shows and stuff, and they cut it down, and then it like they manage to stop the self-destruct of the entire ship at 1 second, or like the bomb, they cut just the right wires, and it always stops. It always stops at 1. So that's what's happened here. Any hoodle. We got Fitz, we got Jonathan. How are you guys doing tonight? Stream initiation protocols engaged. Yes. I love the hype with the hands on it. That's awesome. How are you tonight, Fitz? And how are you tonight, Dallas and Aston? I know I talked with you guys a little bit before. We were chilling in chat. Let me know how sound sounds. I have a concern at this very moment because right now... Oh, maybe it is okay. Maybe I just turned off the music of Helldivers, but the like opening credit scene wasn't through there. But I hope you guys are all good. Fitz, you're good. I'm so pleased. Good to hear you. Good. Dallas, I know, did not have a super fabulous day, so you guys can ask him about that later. But I hope the rest of you are doing fabulous. We're playing some more Helldivers, which is really good. This is a game, for one, that I really love, and for two, is really fun. And I feel like it's pretty entertaining, but also it does not make Dallas motion sick, which is really important if you're going to play games with Dallas. I'm alright brainstorming all day. Brainstorming for story ideas, project ideas, how to make a better mousetrap. All important. Your room looks like a stereotypical mom room. Yeah, dude, it totally is. Can't get away from it. You know, I just have to have my, like, cyberpunk-esque posters on the wall, and some plants, hardwood flooring. It's just, you know, some paintings that I never hung. It's important. A computer desk that I'm not sitting at. It's like you knocked on my door. I opened it. We're standing, like, at my doorway right now, and, like, behind me is the rest of my room. And I'm just like, hey, get out. A black hole is the bad guy. Ooh, that's kind of rad. That's kind of rad. I like that. We took the kids to get some exciting blood draws today. So that was really fun. But they got adjusted by the chiropractor. And I'll tell you what, like... I don't necessarily consider myself a participant in total quack medicine, but I'll be honest. Yesterday, I woke up and had slept wrong, which is a thing that happens now that I'm in my 30s, and I couldn't turn my head all the way to the right. I couldn't do it. It hurt. It was really awful. And now, today, after a single chiropractic adjustment, I can. I'm practically an owl now, you guys. You don't even... Now that you mention it, it's a little weird that your computer's set up in the back yet, right? I don't think they were necessarily considering that when they did it, but whatever. Part of a... Oh, okay. I almost read my own Nightbots thing. I still haven't got my Stream Elements bot under control, but I do have... Phantom's not here to see it, but I do have a Gru timer once we get to the mainstream. But I'm going to go ahead and unmute Dallas and Sevi because they're patiently waiting. So we're also going to go here into Helldivers. I'll show you. Look at that. We have a Gru timer whenever we need it because we're awesome. And it's going to be a great time. Let me go ahead and... Alright, guys. I think...
And we don't want fire whatsoever.
Hey, guys. Why don't we want fire? What's what? What?
Hey!
Hey!
Hi!
Alright, so once again, that's Sevi. Say hi.
Sevi?
Yes, it's the Sevi.
It's the Sevi. And Dallas.
Hey there.
It is great to have you guys. Honestly, you're some of my favorite guests. I have to say that to Sevi, but Dallas...
Oh,
it's a true story.
you need to save about me, otherwise I kill your PC.
What? Oh.
In our RPG. Tabletop RPG campaign.
Oh, yeah, this is important.
Kill
Yeah,
your
he is our brilliant GM. Oh my god, Dallas, I love your cowboys. Oh no, shoot. We lost the war. Super sad. Dallas did inform me of this. Super Earth definitely got killed, but everybody leaves, so it's okay. We left... Oh, I was gonna say we left Wally. I've not seen this, like, total loss portion. That's pretty intense.
We go to new Super Earth.
Humanity scatters. Not even our greatest warriors could hold back the tide of the alien threat. A three-front war that we lost due to our greed and our hubris. But there are many worlds like Old Earth, and we will find another where we will put down roots anew. We will rebuild, and we will have our revenge. Eventually. Eventually. I like it. Penalty 1, Guru voice, 1 awful joke. That's what happened to old Super Earth. The war duration was 51 days. Cool.
Yeah, almost got this. And see, we defended the capital 21 times, so we almost got it.
We almost got it. Alrighty. I need to...
Song is super dark,
super
right?
low.
Yeah.
There is like no sound on here. Let's see. Vibration, yes. Sound effects. I'm gonna turn that up just a tinge because wow.
Music is copyright free.
It on here?
I-
Is it good
I-
music on here though?
Yeah, on the game.
Is it
Again, I
always
don't want to
this?
put my head on the stick, but
I mean, alright, we can do this instead of... Mugs! Hello, how are you? It works. Shitty magic spell I picked up from a pawn shop. My jokes aren't... They're brilliant, but they lower your sense of humor. That's awesome. That's good. How are you tonight, Mugs? It's great to see you. Did you guys see the new Life is Strange trailer? I have not seen any Life is Strange anything. You guys are in charge of telling me if sound is all right. Sevi, hopefully you are listening. Mugs is a pro streamer. Jonathan, also pro streamer. Aston, also pro streamer. We got so many pro streamers here. We should be able to do all the things. Hopefully Muggs's, yes, it did work. Good, good, good. And also, Muggs's unofficial official sound effect. Simply because...
Jonathan's on fire today.
It's so loud. Alright.
Wow.
Oh, Aston! Aston! I thought of it. Dude, I promise you, it's not hate. Oh, there's no shade here. There's no shade. It is pure stupidity. Oh, I can't even... I don't... Okay, everybody. I'm just gonna bring it up here, if it'll let me load. There
The
it is.
chat doesn't know that we kicked Aston out of the
Chat has no idea.
voice chat.
The Discord.
Yeah.
Well, he had a choice. Be kicked out or be left out.
There it is. There's Aston's.
So go, 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 go.
Okay. So that was important there. Oh, forgotten and kicked out. What's next? I know, it's the worst. It's honestly, my eyes. Much bright. I'm so sorry. Damn it. You guys are all... Is this what we're gonna have to do here? This is what we're gonna do. There it is. There it is. See, love that gif. I'll add it ASAP. I said 9 days ago. I'm outing myself here because I'm so sorry.
I just say that is a missed opportunity that we don't have an Aston Martin doing a hot lap or something.
Oh, this is true, man. Free Aston.
Aston did nothing wrong.
Well, I'm not
we
sure
need
we
a
can
whole
free Aston.
subreddit. I don't.
Aston Martin is owned by Ford, so I don't know if you can free it, honestly. Being part of a corporation. It's so.
It's tough. It's so tough. Alrighty. This is now day 1. Continue.
We are joining Sevi's.
Alright,
Ship.
thank you.
Okay.
We're in. You're establishing connections. This is good. This is good. This is good. Woo. So, true to form, Dallas was telling you right before, I had so much time to plan the second half of the semester of this class. Like, I only have one class that I'm teaching this year, and it's just the once a week. And the second half of the semester starts tomorrow morning. But did I plan the next 8 weeks? I did not. Until tonight. But I did it. We're all good. Wait, new mic? Never seen this before. Yes, you have! It just hasn't been this far up on screen. I've been keeping it, like, pretty close because, partly, like, with new settings and everything, like, the preamp is... Well, okay, the preamp isn't going out because of the settings. But the settings are there to try and counteract that the preamp is starting to go bad. We have a new one on order. It's called something different than a preamp, but it works like a preamp. But this is the beta 58. I want to call it a beta 52, but that I'm also thinking of the B52.
58A.
Yeah.
SMC58. Is it A or is it the
It's an
alpha or
A.
the beta? SM58A.
Beta.
Beta.
58.
Beta 58A.
Code?
Yeah. But I always think of the B52s, and I know that's wrong, but I do. But it's
But
been the
it's
same
not-
mic since
I-
forever and always.
You're free to use whatever you want. Sevikun!
Servico.
You bought the
Come on, put your hands on me.
UAV thing?
Be my AMV.
Yeah, I
be my
did.
Teenage It doesn't make any sense, but my brain
Nice.
just... I'm so sorry, Jonathan, that's his experience. I always hear Katy Perry's Teenage Dream.
What is this?
Want to reduce Aston's name to AMV. That's... Alright.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do this.
I feel like I need to listen to that song so I can be in on this joke because it seems hilarious. So here's the thing, guys. When I have these, like the strafing runs, I don't do a good job. Can I bring?
You don't need 2 of them.
I just can I
But
do
you
2
can bring whatever you
bombs?
want. Yeah, yeah. Bomb.
Bring whatever you want.
Why don't you bring one of those nice sentry guns?
Oh, and a turret too?
Yeah.
You're just trying to butter me up, aren't you? This is good. Yeah, Bird, bring whatever you want. Bring the explodies, bring the shooties. We'll do it. I'll like a mom to judge me. I did it. BMV was anime music video. I'd support it. It's not a joke, it's my life. Well, Jonathan, it's alright. Some of us are just born making dad jokes. It can't be helped.
Always. I drop
Hey, there's times even with the dive I die.
Yeah, I know. Always drop on top
Pro
of
streamer move, put your gear information somewhere. Yeah, definitely. I guess I could do that. I also play using a computer. Magna Carta!
Hey, Bird,
Get my
get one of
ATV.
these
We
jumps.
can go anywhere.
Bird,
Okay,
get the
I'm
lift.
coming. I'm coming.
Get the lift. Get the
Golly!
lift.
How you doing, Magna Carta? How was your day? Oh, I
Did
forgot.
you get ammo?
I didn't.
Bird?
Yeah,
Do
I
I
got
need ammo? I have a laser.
Got it.
There's 2 things of ammo.
You
Get it,
really
get
adopted the dad joke. I was born
Oh,
into it.
I might need to go AFK for a bit.
Molded by it. I don't actually remember Bane's voice, I'll be honest.
Hold
I
on.
definitely did not
Here.
watch that video,
Wait.
that movie.
Sorry, here, please.
We found an objective already? We're amazing. I think I need Spotify. Because there is no music basically right now. I think it's this that we want. Yeah, there it is. That's where it's at, guys. That's where it's at. I mean, the other screens do have some music on there, but this is... Does Sevi know about more about your gear than you do? Mugs, don't ask stupid questions.
What kind of question is that?
Yes. Sevi, in fact, and you know what? I'm not afraid to admit it. I will admit to all of you that yes, indeed, tech is not my part of the stream for the most part. Although, okay, so all of the actual, like, Streamlabs, like, the settings and stuff that happen on stream, so all the bits and doodads and that, like, the interactive bits and how things look, that, and of course, me, that's me. And then the actual, like, gear part of it that we're playing on, and the sound and the lighting, that's all Sevi.
So, in other words, Bird handles software, Sevi handles hardware.
Yes! Sometimes I handle hardware too.
Sometimes.
Depending on the night. Depending on the mood. Depending on the mood.
Depending on how well Sevi handles hardware, I handle hardware. So, You'd think someone into science would know computer science. You would think that the two would coincide a little bit better, but no, indeed. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. I won't die. It'll be fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Today I learned Bird doesn't actually stream, she just talks over Sevi's gameplay. You know what? That is a little bit true. I am kind of just, you know how, like, talk shows, they aren't talent. I'm kind of like Jimmy Fallon, but for streaming. Really, all I do is find people to show up and entertain you.
You guys, we need to go up or down, but you need to decide. Whatever.
Let's go up.
I feel like we decide. Okay, are you dying?
No.
Hey, you know,
Okay.
WW approved. 600 calories or less. Carb conscious and more.
Science fiction lied to me.
Yeah, we have jumped, Bird.
Sure.
To
We can
wellness.
just jump
It's-
over.
yeah, I could have just jumped over.
And get $80
Hey,
off
let's-
across
Hey,
your
Dal,
first
let's
4
go.
deliveries when you visit.
Hey, Dallas really wanted to go down.
We have an objective here.
Your guests are louder than you. Thanks, I will. And the explosions. Yeah, I felt like it was really loud as well. As soon as we get to a good spot, I will pause and fix that. Actually,
Now's a good time.
yeah.
You got it, Dallas? Or?
Settings. Turn that
I
down.
like this weapon, to be honest.
Here.
That's the first shot.
Alright, how does that sound?
Okay, get out here.
All right,
Up.
go
Three,
up.
2,
Bird,
1.
bird.
I'm sorry, give me a
Bird.
second. I can't.
Bird,
I can't.
you're
Bird.
dead. You're dead.
It's okay. Don't
You're
worry.
gonna kill us.
I would have died anyways.
No, they, no.
Oh, they destroyed it.
Yeah. Get out.
Strafing
Alright, let me
Get
know
up,
how that
get up.
sounds.
I like the smell of napalm in the morning. Okay.
Okay, now I feel like the music is still too loud. Shoot. There. Okay.
Okay, we need a bomb.
Like you're trying to wit across a battlefield. Yeah, it happens.
Oh, they just destroyed
I
mine.
landed on top of that thing.
Reloading.
Let me know.
Oh, oh,
Oh, sweetie.
couldn't move.
Get him back.
Yep. We'll get it. Best
Okay,
talk show
Bob is
host ever was Dick Cavett.
Okay,
Changed
let me
my
get
mind.
my
I don't know
stuff
who
back.
Dick Cavett was, but I tend to trust you. I do
got
really
the
like
bomb.
me some Jimmy Fallon though, in part because like, not as like an ego thing, but as a like, somewhat reality. Jimmy
Watch
Fallon
out,
and
bird.
I have very similar personalities, from what I can tell, at least from his talk show personality, and what the
I'm
internet says
distracted.
his personality is. And so when I look at him, I'm like, wow, there's hope.
Thank you.
Bird, get out. Get out, Bird. Get
I'm
out.
going-
Get
I
out. Get
can't
out. Get out.
jump.
Good job.
Okay, thank you. Oh my goodness. So many things.
Okay. Up in 3, 2, 1.
Where
go.
are we going? Top? Okay.
Up.
Yeah.
We didn't destroy the shields.
Yeah,
Why are we so bad at this?
Yeah.
I also died.
I did a good job.
I died for like the 4th time, maybe.
I got you.
Oh, you
3,
got him?
4.
Okay. Might be too low now. I'd say game audio up more than the music, but both need to go up. All right. We are gonna get there. I had it at 8 before, so we'll split the
sorry.
difference.
My bad.
Don't worry. Gonna need a little bit of ammo, guys.
I wish I had some for you.
Here. Okay, ammo coming down. I still haven't gotten my gear yet either.
Turn up the music just a tinge. Okay, hopefully
Alright,
we got
there's
that.
ammo
Die
here.
Hard, Regis Philbin fan. It's a shame. Worst mistake in talk show history was for ABC to get Jimmy Kimmel,
top of my head.
the bearded guy, to host Millionaire. I didn't even realize that he
Wait,
took
wait,
over.
wait, wait, wait,
Honestly,
wait,
I
no,
thought
no.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire did no longer
Okay.
exist after Regis Philbin.
We're gonna go down.
Jimmy Kimmel has
Down.
his moments,
No, they destroyed.
but he is not a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire person. Like, I didn't think that Drew Carey could handle The Price is Right, honestly. But it turned out that he did all right. But Jimmy Kimmel, I cannot see. I can't see him doing a good job. This is good with BB. This is a great game. Nice. They had that lady, but I don't remember her name. Okay. It was Phil and Meredith Vieira. Eventually they got Terry Crews. Wow. They've been shuffling since he quit. I did not realize. I guess, like, okay, so basically, we haven't had quote-unquote real TV since we got married, which means I have not been on the real TV circuit since for like a decade, and so I have been out of the loop in terms of regular TV. Like,
All right, we're going down
not
or
to
up?
say we aren't consuming media, because we are.
Go up, quick.
Good job. Oh,
As we almost lost Bird.
Who's going to replace Alex Trebek? I don't know. You know who I saw, though, on The Price is Right fairly recently that makes me feel like I think he'd be a good game show host in general. Actually, I could see him on Price is Right. Even Jeopardy, too, is Neil Patrick Harris.
I mean, Will Ferrell's played Trebek in multiple SNLs already.
It's true. That could be cool. I don't know if that would be, I don't know if I could take Will Ferrell seriously in that role though, you know? Dallas backwards is salad.
Let's go, Salad.
Let's do it, salad.
I'm Sally.
Call me Sally.
We're not calling you Salad, we're calling you
Okay,
Salad.
are their
Bird,
voices okay?
Bird,
What?
Bird.
I'm kind of,
You're getting shot at.
well,
Right. Let's go right and down.
I'm worried about your voices.
Okay, so what's the general comment? You're too low, game's too low?
This is pretty well balanced. Okay. All right, never mind then.
Okay. Thank you.
Jonathan,
help.
Savvy, you need
This-
to reload, Savvy.
I do.
stand-in sound expert.
This is a good place. Just up here a little bit.
Do we want to pick that thing up?
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Or do we want to get the samples?
Now I can be a
I already
useful
got it.
part of this team, probably.
Have you reloaded already, Savvy?
Yep.
Let's go up. You guys need to score two. Savvy, can you check the map so I don't need to stop?
Yeah.
Check
where we're going.
map.
There's a sample here to the right. Bird, can you pick it up?
Yes. We'd love to get this sample.
Go.
Would like. Jonathan, do you have this game? Actually, does anybody have this game? Do you guys have this game? I feel like somebody I know has this game.
Bird,
How
this
like a
one,
scientist to
the middle
collect
here.
samples. What? Okay.
This one over here in the middle. First, pick it up. Pick it up.
Oh, that's new to me. I'm sure we've done this like a
one,
gajillion
oh.
times.
Okay, do you want to rescue the dudes or?
Well, they are very close, so I believe we can do it. Yeah, we need a Tracy here.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm toast.
okay.
Thank you.
I'm about to be toast.
You
I'm
like
toast.
bamfed
Up,
over
sorry,
by me,
up,
and I
up.
couldn't
It's all
do
you,
it. I couldn't
Dallas.
do it.
Okay.
I believe in you. Dallas is pretty clutch. Dallas
He
is
is.
our hard carry. Ba-da-dum.
Got word.
Do-
Got it.
Yeah,
Covered.
I moved.
Bird, one step back, please. There you go.
I'll take like a bunch of steps back.
Oh, I got sniped.
sweetie,
I got
I
you.
will throw you in this puddle. Don't worry about it.
I got him.
Yeah.
Must not be paying attention.
Bird, watch out.
Don't worry. It happens to me like all the time. I don't have Helldivers. Dang. You should have it. I think you would. Okay. I guess you don't really play squad games though, do you? I think you would have fun playing this
Don't
game.
fire on the piece of shit.
I
On top.
just don't. I mean, I think you would have. I think we would have fun playing this game.
Good job.
I think anybody could have fun playing this
I
game.
mean, there's
It's
a
just
hole in
amazing.
there, you see, right?
Yeah, I see it. I'm just trying to avoid getting hit by these guys.
So what I'm advertising to my streamer friends, or people in general that I know, is that we could use a fourth.
All turrets that you can get here.
It's made by the same people that made Magicka, and you love Magicka. There it is. See, that's all we need to. That's it. What more could you possibly need?
Piece of shit. Need help?
Is Helldiver soloable? Yes, it is. It's
Not as much fun solo.
yeah, but you can also join random groups and stuff. So it's like a
Need
public, like
help.
open public. Where are you?
He's
Dead.
down.
Like dead down?
Yeah.
You gonna get
Bert,
him?
we need that turret, Bert, please.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had a turret.
You are inverted now, yeah.
Yeah, I threw it probably in a bad place, but don't worry about it. Actually, I don't think it actually came. I did throw it in a bad place. But don't worry about it.
Here we go.
You're not like that far inside the kill box. Single Mart Hero! Oh my goodness! Welcome, welcome,
Alright,
welcome
can we get our
everybody!
gear down
Ring
below?
this bell. It's white. It has birds on it. I can't stop too long with my hands, those. We are playing some Helldivers tonight. Holy cow, man! What were you up to? Shout out! Scotch on the rocks. What great!
Watch out.
How
Alice,
are you guys tonight? I am Woodland
strafing
Bird.
ground.
Single Malt, thank you so much for bringing everybody here.
You really want to kill me?
Um,
It is
that
great
wasn't
to
me.
have you,
I see a
Sakosmi.
strafing ground, I think.
Zendale.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. You're trying my pronunciation skills here tonight.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, this is our Thursday night multiplayer. We play a lot of Helldivers on Thursday nights because it is. Oops, I'm so sorry, person. One of my. Thank you, Elliot GD, for that follow. I appreciate it. Let me ring this bell. At risk of
Okay.
dying in a moment. It is so great to have you guys. We play. So, like I said, Thursday nights we play a lot of Helldivers and other multiplayer games. Last week we tried to play some World War Z and then stopped. Thank you, Sexemi, for the follow. You're gonna make me die. And on Saturday nights, I play a fair amount of single-player games, some Stardew Valley. Recently, I've been
Reloading.
playing puzzle games like The Secret of Monkey Island. Thank you so much for the follows, Zendale. This feels like an honest attempt here.
Get off, Seb, get off, get off, get off, get off.
Woo!
Oh.
And on Monday
Yeah.
nights, we play Star Wars. Right now, we're doing
I
a
almost
first
jumped
playthrough of Jedi Fallen Order, which has been super, super fun, especially now that I've got it
Strafing run.
working and it doesn't crash my
Go off
stream
and
to
do
have
this
all
too.
of my sweet sound alerts on there. How are you? I am doing well, Single Malt. Thank you so much for that raid,
Yes.
man. It is great to have you. Oh, shoot, Dallas. Get back up. Okay.
I need ammo.
It's so great to have you. What is this game? This is Helldivers. It is the best kept secret in top-down shooters. I'll tell you what. It is a super fun squad game. You can play it solo, and then it has you can join other teams or other people
Yeah, there's
can join
ammo.
you.
I mean,
And it wears its references to Starship Troopers on its sleeve, which
Oh,
is
you missed the ammo.
amazing. So if you've seen or read Starship Troopers, so basically we are outspreading democracy to all the planets. We're protecting Super Earth from the bugs, the robots, the bugs, the bots, and all the aliens in
Cyborgs.
general. It's the bugs, bots, the cyborgs, and I don't know. There's like another one that I can't remember.
cyborgs illuminate.
And then Luminous, yeah.
We're finding the illuminates now.
Right. And specifically, we spread
bit like the
democracy to
Proton.
planets that have oil, which is completely unrelated. You love Starship Troopers? That's awesome. I have not seen the movie. I've heard a lot about the movie, but I've read the book and I really enjoy it. And I mostly get,
So-
dang it, I'm inverted. I mostly
Are
get
we
the
trying to get
Starship Trooper
backtracked?
references. But this game is super fun. It does exactly what it says it does, and it has the friendly fire ridiculousness that that you hope for in a game without it being completely frustrating. And it also has some really, really clutch action hero moments, which is super fun. So if you see it on sale, even buying it full price, I honestly feel like it's worthwhile. It is so playable, so fun. You need Starship Troopers again. Need to see it. Don't remember much. Yeah, I mean it's one of those movies I think that has like grown into itself. In that. Oh my goodness! Thank you, LHD. Oh my goodness! Oh, thank you, Single Malt for the gift sub. Welcome to the flock, Elliot. It's great to have you.
Did I
died.
just kill you?
I died for that one. I made it through all of your follows and your hates. You killed me with a sub. Alan Rickman is in Starship Troopers. I don't know.
Okay, revive.
I'd be very curious though.
Only from work.
I think I got it. Okay. I think I might have revived myself as well. I'm not sure.
You did.
Did.
Good job.
Never watched Starship Troopers now. If I played it, I'd just
Yeah,
ironically
I need help
ask
with-
you if everything was a Starship Troopers now. Fair enough. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a turret over there.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh no. I can't revive
no.
you just yet.
Can you revive me? No. 3, 2, 1. Now.
Oh, I got it.
You were inverted at the last second.
Yeah,
I'm gonna steal
This
your
is gonna
lift.
be a very hot extract.
that might have been yours.
I'm just gonna try and hide behind the turret for a minute. Okay.
Oh, I'm inverted.
Oh, sweetie. It's alright. You won't. Oh, damn it. Ah! Everything is a Starship Trooper reference. Yeah, it's true. I think he was in Galaxy Quest. He was in Galaxy Quest. Totally worth a watch. It knows what kind of movie it is. It does. It's a very self-aware, so far as I've heard. And this game is pretty self-aware
here.
about itself too.
Is everyone
like
alive?
even like if you watch the opening credits of it.
Can't. I mean,
Okay, we're
I'm kind of. Like you see
away
like
we
the
go.
Helldivers and everything,
Yeah.
and they're like doing all of their propaganda, and then there's a scene where they're all just standing up front, like getting cheered for, like, yeah, we're the coolest people, spread democracy and liberty, and then like one of them's just holding a baby. Like so tropey and awesome. It's a great time. Yay! We did it! Galaxy Quest is one of some important academic writers. It's on his list of just 4 perfect movies ever made, and I completely agree. Been lurking. Dad mode. Totally fine, Mugs. I'm in mom mode and unable to even lurk most days, so am impressed and thank you.
To you.
Thank you, thank you.
I have one phrase for you, Bert.
Yeah.
My name is Nino Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
The fact that you can roll your R's
watched
makes
it.
that quote so much. But you watched it? I'm so
Well,
proud of you.
Almost entirely.
Almost. Did you fall asleep? Don't tell me. Don't. If you
I
fell asleep,
did.
don't tell me.
Literally.
Oh no.
I
Dallas.
know.
Dallas.
Bad Dallas. Bad Dallas.
What did you? Catastrophe! Welcome, and thank you so much for the sub. It's great to have you. No, he just blinked his eyes real long. Kat, how are you? It's great to have you back. Great to have you back in stream. Great to have you back in the flock as well. Oh, great to have you here for. Hey, did you buy this? Did you buy Helldivers? Do you want to play Helldivers? I think you have Helldivers. Just saying. Just saying. Sort of perfect movie that'll be going about Millennium Actress. I have not seen Millennium Actress. That movie changed what I considered the standard of film and storytelling. Wow. Okay. I'm really worried that you're gonna have a whole bunch of like academic, and like smart sounding reasons why it's going to be the perfect movie. And like, I mean, I could probably come up with some pretty decent stuff to defend Galaxy Quest, but I have concerns. You have Helldivers on your way from work? Okay. Well, if we're still playing when you get home, you should join a round or two. Not trying to fight. I'm not trying to fight.
Right?
Oh, Aston, I'm all about fights. I joined policy debate in college, and now I just love a good clash. So long as everybody can go home at night and know that it wasn't personal. Like ridiculing Dallas for falling asleep during one of the greatest movies of our generation. You know, it's par for the course. Also, I will fight you about who the actual hero of oh dang, of Frozen 1 was.
The moose, isn't it?
I will fight you about how Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, and The Emperor's New Groove are highly rated and knock most other Disney movies out of the water. What we were what we taken personally. I mean, I might take Dallas is Falling Asleep during The Princess Bride a little personally, but I would never say that. I would never say that out loud in front of people on the internet.
Shit.
I do take it
More
personally.
like
Okay.
lead, but
I do feel like it's a little bit malicious. Like there's no way to fight about this, but it does feel like a personal affront when people like, so you use the microwave, but you don't use all the time on the microwave. We've all done it. And then you take your shit out of the microwave and you close the microwave and you just walk away. What did you forget? Hitting stop, reset, and clearing the extra time? Like, only monsters.
There you go.
Only monsters do that. To clean your shit out of the microwave. No, I mean, okay, I don't actually... Okay, here's the thing. You can have a dirty-ass microwave. I don't care if the inside is covered in leftover SpaghettiOs that you overheated.
Nope.
If there's time left on that microwave that you didn't clear, I have a problem with you.
Let's go then.
I like to stop the microwave before it
Do you
hits
not
zero
want me
totally,
to
and
pick
you
it up?
just leave it at 1 second. Okay, now I'm with
I
you
can
on like
drop
let's
it.
stop it at 1 second. Like that feels like talent. That always feels like defusing a bomb. To me, I like it because you know it's so. And my mom has a microwave actually that doesn't matter. Like if you stop it before the time, and you just open it, it still does the beep 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 beeps. So there's no winning against that microwave, which I hate, and it does more beeps than it's supposed to. Like. So, like most microwaves do like 4 beeps, beep, 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 to denote food is ready, like all those syllables. Okay, I have feelings about this. I have so many more feelings than I expected about this. But
So-
my mom's microwave, not only does it not let you stop it at 1 and just like diffuse the whole beep, 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 it also does 5 beeps. 5. Beep, 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 beep. And like, honestly, I will heat stuff up on the stove at her house. Just to avoid. Your food is ready. Your food is ready. Food is ready now. I've tried all of them. Busted up the syllable count. I think mine only does 3 beats.
yes, I shot you.
Maybe yours is just food ready. I don't know, man. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like every microwave I've ever met does the 4 beeps, but yours is weird too. So, Kat, I just probably can't ever come to your house. It's okay. Canada's not letting us now anyways.
So what's worse, the microwave thing or leaving the seat covered up?
On the toilet?
Nah. The cover up is hard.
Okay, so now, all right.
No.
Wait a second. I remember if I
doesn't
got the
happen.
microwave before 1 second was on the clock, I'd pretend to slow-mo run to kill time. I love it. I like that. Have Sevi reprogram your microwave so that instead of beeping, it's just him screaming, food. That I would let the timer go down for. I could let that happen. Honestly, in terms of the toilet seat thing, and I even had this feeling before the internet, so yeah, I'm gonna go hipster about it and say that, like, honestly, like, for the most part, dudes, you need the seat up. Girls, you don't. Or whoever, you know, like, if you need the seat up, you need the seat up. And if you need the seat down, you need the seat down.
No,
So,
it's a
like,
hygienic thing. No.
I just feel like,
We're missing
the
one-
standard position,
Oh, are we?
like, sort of, I
Yes.
mean, I guess there's more,
Bird, stop.
What?
Come.
sorry, I guess there's more technical,
Just so you know, Mom,
oh,
I'm
single
about to do
moms.
something.
I feel like
Very
we laid my
big,
Raiders down if I didn't
very
treat them too
important.
Gru.
When you hear about it, you're going to be very proud.
And we got the Gru timer working now too. Okay, I'm gonna
We'll get back
get
to
this
your
up
music
here.
shortly, but first, did
Hopefully I don't die in the midst of it. You guys protect me, it'll be fine. Okay, we're now doing the Gru timer, and hopefully I'm not dying in the midst of I'm running. Okay, I'm fine. Not if you squat over. It will cool the boys off in the water first. I am not knowing what kind of toilet you are having, Jonathan. This is sounding to me like you simply have a bucket of water in the room of your house. Also, I really just want to hear this combo in Gru's voice. Ha 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 ha. I'm unsure how it is that Gru is laughing, and so I'm struggling all the time and breaking the voice every time I'm actually laughing too much. But anyhow, I'm thinking the standard position of the toilet seat matters only for those who are sitting down to pee in the middle of the night and sitting straight through and into the toilet. This has been the only time when I have been like, you know, perhaps yes, there is a default position that I am wanting. Beyond that, I am not seeing a problem and do not have strong feelings. So, Sevi, to answer your question from long ago, yes, in fact, I do believe that the microwave is a bigger problem than the toilet. Also, I prefer that you have a clean toilet and a seat that is up. But I prefer that if you must choose one for the microwave, you have a dirty inside of the microwave and no time left on the microwave. Having the actual time set on the microwave is a situation aside. Monsters do not clear the time, and serial killers are the ones who do not set the time at all.
No, just cover me.
Just what? I'm sorry.
Cover.
Just the cover. Oh! Just putting the cover down?
No, cover me.
Oh. Toilet is kind of a non-issue though, realistically. I'm feeling the same, Cat. I'm feeling the same. The toilet seat is dirty, just flip it over, use the other side. Exactly. Plus, this is the cool side of the toilet now. And that's pretty okay. Just stop the toilet seat at the last second and leave. I am... This is great. Tinglemalt, I'm thanking you for adding an extra level to this conversation of ridiculousness. But I'm pleased that we were able to have such a candid talk as a community about the things that are important to all of us. I do feel, I mean, I'm not simply somebody who does not, oh dear, care about the cleanliness of my micro, oh dear, I am helping, oh dear, perhaps I am not, oh dear, death occurred anyways, but I did my best. The solution to the male-female toilet seat update down decision making issue to have two toilets, one for normal people and one for men. Well, one for, I mean, I'm thinking...
What?
Bird, it's all you.
Oh dear. Oh my goodness. I did not throw any grenades.
Intentionally.
No grenades now.
That is unbelievable. Oh dear. No, I'm not wanting cover. I was wanting to jump, but I did not have jump pack.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Aye, Donkey, how are you? It is great to have you in this stream. I'm standing desk, so sitting down to pee is kind of a luxury. I'm thinking this is fine. The sitting down to pee is honestly not exclusively feminine.
Go right.
Which I think is important to recognize. I am thinking...
Standing up in 30 years.
Yes.
Just too much work.
Simply too much. And you reduce the amount of time you can simply spend on your phone while in the bathroom if you are standing up all the time. Probably why so many men choose to extend the amount of time that they're spending in the bathroom for their poop. Is because they're losing all of that extra time by standing up to pee. You're not recognizing the opportunities we have for self-care in the bathroom. This looks like hell. Donkey, you are most correct. Almost, there's even lava. A moment ago, there was so much lava. There is still some in the air. Briefly, there was lava everywhere one looked. I spend extra time on the toilet because I enjoy. Oh, Jonathan. Sometimes I'm reading things from you that I am unsure I'm wanting to have live said by Guru on the internet. Oh, the timer is done. The floor is lava. Virtual edition. There we go. Okay, we're back. And we're
Cover.
back.
Or,
It's okay. I'm fine.
well, cover Dallas.
Dallas was fine.
He's fine because he's not doing his job.
Listen. I had to click back.
Yeah.
I got shit to do over here.
We know. Get out. Nope.
No, strafing run. Stay up.
Whoa!
Up.
Ah! Oh, okay, there's some lava, Donkey. There it is for you. Voice timer over. Woohoo! Nice. Donkey, I had no idea you didn't like the Groove voice. The Groove voice is, you know, penultimate. We could change it if you want to the apparently kid. I mean,
That's why I bring the gun.
I don't want to like be that person who just changes my whole stream just for
I'll
one
reload.
person, but if you really want the apparently kid, I might consider it. Instead of Gru, you know. Apparently, I don't. No voice. No voices are fine. What? My stunning vocal range is
Oh, I'm
not
down.
entertaining
Bird.
to you.
Tell
To
you,
apparently
Bird.
kid too. Oh dear.
Clutch
Just run.
moment.
Just run. Just run.
I'm
Run.
just running. I am running.
You're gonna be inverted if you hit that thing. Yeah.
Damn it!
Oh,
Damn it!
no.
Damn it! Damn it! I tried to turn around and shoot it.
It was the
The
last
Gru voice
attack.
is the greatest thing
Come
since the Snyder Cut. Silent Stream would be better. Oh, read fastly. That's what we're doing now? Alright, here we go. Worm has taught me to hydrate before read fastly, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find a good random article here. The Heritage. Nope, that's got too many. No. Wow. Wow. All right. Oh. Keep that up. Read fastly to me is the part of the stream where I read to you as fast as possible. Now, back in the day, I could read faster, but now it's just a little bit funny to watch me struggle. I'm going to go ahead and read. This is a random Wikipedia article. I had to random Wikipedia article it off stream just in case something not okay comes up. And ready, set, here we go. Miguel Contreras, September 17th, 1952, May 6th, 2005, was an American labor union leader who was known as the kingmaker for both local and state politicians. Contreras was born in Dinuba, the city of California's, a city in California's agricultural center valley. Of farm worker parents who immigrated from Mexico during the 1920s under the Birth Zero program. After meeting Cesar Chavez at a rally for Robert F. Kennedy in the late 1960s, he became an activist for the United Farm Workers. He promoted Delano Grape boycott in Toronto and organized lettuce workers in Salinas. He later led San Francisco hotel workers to a month-long strike. He was recruited by the Hotel Employees and Restaurant Employees Union, which made him a national organizer in Los Angeles. A contest over the leadership of the local union's local level led to another labor leader, Maria Elena Durazo, to protest involved in the dispute. Durazo and Contreras later resolved their differences and were married in 1988. The couple had one son, Michael. In 1994, Contreras became political director of the Los Angeles County Federation of Labor and a Central Labor Council and American Federation of Labor. In 1996, he was elected executive secretary treasurer of the Fed, a post he was held until his death. And during his tenure as secretary treasurer, Contreras reached out to immigrant workers and worked to firmly integrate his union into the Los Angeles political landscape. Wow. Okay. Dude, I gotta practice off stream. This is getting rougher and rougher as we go sometimes. I need to redeem this more often. I think I saw that wiki page today. Oh man, dang. Yes, Sebby. No, faster. You are getting. I am getting rusty. Unbelievable. Thank you, Single Malt Hero. Thank you for the bits, man. I appreciate it. Wow, thank you. Gift sub. I mean, fabulous raid. Bits. Super awesome. Thank you so much. Oh. I got in before it went off, but not before one.
Okay, where do you want to start, Dallas?
Hype.
Get those guys
Yeah.
in.
What cool emotes?
Yeah.
Whose emotes are those, Magno? Are those just regular awesome ones? Wow. you ever done wiki races? Dude, Aston, I was introduced to wiki races in organic chemistry in college, and that was basically all we would do. Okay, obviously we did chemistry as well, but while we were waiting for like reactions to reflex, like they just have to boil for a really long time, basically. Sometimes we would go to McDonald's and get food and then come back. But often we just spent the time Wikipedia racing. Having a good night. I'm happy to be able to share it. I'm so glad. How was your stream? I didn't see the shout out message. What were you guys playing? Can I ask your favorite Mickey D snack? Okay, so I guess back in the day, I mean, an ice cream, like, their fudge sundaes are super amazing. I used to get those a lot. I used to love their apple pies, but I feel like they changed. And now, though, I have heard, okay, from an actual chef that we volunteered with a few weeks ago. His name was Cecil, Chef Cecil. So, you know, he's probably good at his job because he's, I just feel like if your name is Cecil. Anyways, he said that he got a blueberry muffin from McDonald's, and it was amazing. Like, he said multiple sentences about how good this muffin was, and that made me feel like, I don't know that I've ever said multiple sentences about how good something from McDonald's was. And then this guy was like, it tasted like a real muffin. Oh, I thought I could jump there, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I didn't get that yet.
Was he Italian? Was he from Sicily? No, but awesome. They actually did change the apple pies. Yep. Okay, cool. Oh, thank you, Fitz, for timing it out. We're playing Little Nightmares.
Yeah,
oh, interesting. I keep seeing like stuff on Twitter about Little Nightmares. I don't know that it's necessarily a game for me, but it looks really fun. Like, it looks like something I'd enjoy watching. Ooh. Peter Parker, how are you? Super effed up, like if Neil Gaiman, Tim Burton, and Stephen King made a game. Yeah. That tracks. Yes. Where do you want me?
There's the lift here.
Okay. I can't get to you.
Well, soon you will be.
Probably because the McCafe has all these premium
Get the
items.
lift.
Interesting.
I'm
These
still
apple
here.
pies have a place in my heart.
Nah,
Misread that.
come on.
Okay. I don't think it's a game for me. That's allowed. That's allowed. I am impressed and proud of you for trying. I did not even give games like Outlast a go. And I mean, I did Subnautica for... Oh, okay, we're fine. I did Subnautica for a while until, like, honestly, I feel like Subnautica, to me, that's a horror game. And actually, the very first game I ever streamed was Alien Isolation. It was under... I guess I wouldn't say coerced, but I was peer pressured into it by my little brother. So I guess that doesn't count as peer pressuring because he's not really... I mean, we're both adults now, so technically peers? I don't know. Her attempt at KOTOR was brave and inspiring. It's been fun, though. Cool. Shameless plug. Story I'm writing and echoes unintentionally until I thought about it of American Gods by Neil Gaiman. Nice. Hey, listen. KOTOR... Alright, yeah, it's true. KOTOR had jump scares. That was different. Also, I did play, and I did not... If I had known what it was going to be before I actually played it, I would not necessarily have... I don't know. I would have thought harder about playing Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Because that was a whole other different experience than I thought it was going to be. Like... Yeah, that was just... something else. Watched someone play Isolation the other day. Definitely not for me. Yeah, that game is like... So it's got scary elements, which is there, and you have to be... Anytime that I have to be, like, stressed and, like, functional, I can't do it. So, like, if it's just a game where you have, like... I thought Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion I was going to be okay, because I was like, all you have to do is run forward. But apparently you don't, and I was not super great at that, even. But yeah, anytime that I have a job to do, plus I have to be scared, and I have to be stealthy, nope. And then also Alien Isolation, like, already I don't do good at maps. And Alien Isolation makes you, like, memorize the map. Debu Tiger! Hello, and welcome! Let me ring this bell for you! And Debu Tiger Raiders! How are you guys tonight? It is great to have you. We're playing some fabulous Helldivers, which I am unsure. Howdy, St. Morgan. Great to have you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This bell is relevant because there are birds on it. I would show you. And it's a white bell, and there are birds on it. And the loudest bird is the white bellbird and stuff. But anyhow, welcome. How are you guys tonight? What were you playing? Another raid. Dr. Day, welcome. How are you? Dr. Day is pretty. It is. Tabu Tiger. What a cool name. All of these are cool names. You guys are killing it with all of these. What were you guys up to your last playing? Phasmophobia. That is awesome. That is also, we were just talking about horror games, so perfect timing. How did it go? Was it fabulous? What level are you?
Bird machine.
Pot Princess, how are you? Thank you for the follow. That's a great name. You gotta meet our friend Phantom Boss 420. Not that we just have to put all of you potheads together. It just makes me happy. Good to be here. It's great to have you. Well, you guys, Tabu Tiger, I'm not sure how you found me, but I am so excited that you are here. We play multiplayer games on Thursday nights. I've been playing a lot of Helldivers.
Watch out.
Last week we played some World War Z as well. We've also done Halo, and I can't even remember at this moment. Saturday nights I do a lot of single player games like Stardew Valley, and recently I've been playing the Monkey Island like mystery puzzle games, which has been super fun. And on Monday nights we play Star Wars, so I hope that you guys can maybe catch me another time for that as well. But it's so great to have you here right now. I think you're around 370-ish? Holy crap! That is some Phasmo love. There's a new beta update, so we got to see some brand new stuff. That's awesome! And as a kid, Pothead just meant you were too big. You came to Harry Potter. And yeah, they had to change it to Potterhead. Hello, I am into pot and Potter. Oh man, double Potter. That's awesome. That will do. I guess I'm not a very good millennial in a lot of ways, in that I've read one Harry Potter book and I've seen a couple of the movies, so I'm not super like, I'm aware of the general story, but I'm just not, I'm not good at it, you know. Azkaban is your favorite of the movies? It's got a cool name. I don't know. At some point I'm probably gonna have to just watch them and just fulfill my millennial destiny. You used to like Harry Potter? Yeah, so in Pot Princess, I don't know, it'd be interesting to know like people's takes on it in general, because it's like, it's hard to separate, like, because J.K. Rowling kind of like went into some shit, and that's super sad. Like, she's got some, like, I feel like she's got some views that make like lots of different groups.
Don't
Stop.
Run away. Ooh, run this way.
Scream!
Don't scream, don't scream, don't scream.
Don't
Now I'm
stop!
at HP, and I thought you were good people. I'm so sorry, Single Malt. But you know what, Single Malt? Do you know Icelandic Banks? He doesn't even like Star Wars. I'm just gonna pass the blame off. And Donkey's favorite Star Wars character is Jar Jar Binks. Hopefully he's still here to defend himself.
Dude, that's not a red herring at all.
I don't know what you're talking about. Fuck JK, still love the books. Yeah. I think that's, in the end, with a lot of different authors, you almost have to, like, take it that way. And then, I mean, then you have to just, like, carefully consider, like, how much did the author affect their works? Because, like, J.K. Rowling's views, like, they're just gonna happen and filter through the book. And so I think, like, reading it with a certain level of awareness is important. Just like, I mean, H.P. Lovecraft as well. Like, he's got some great horror, some great writing, and some really shitty views.
Go left.
My mum calls your followers like.
So I guess to understand some pieces of like
And he told
art
us that in 4
with
decades of
nuance
work,
is difficult.
coronavirus
Yeah, FJK, fair
is a
enough.
real curveball.
Why? What did you just say? Wait, at least Donkey Dean has a favorite Star Wars character. Ah! Good die.
Now to listen on Spotify.
Jar Jar? It's not really. It's a joke. It's a running joke. He makes fun of me for liking Rey. Which I do like her. Actually, initially I sort of just started standing Rey because she needed some love. I feel like everybody just loves to hate on her for reasons that they do not and should, if they decide to hate on her for it, hate on Luke Skywalker. Like all the things that people dislike about Rey are true for Luke Skywalker as well. So I don't understand. But anyways, I really like her now, so I'll fight about her too. I'm here for it.
Good work, guys.
What I don't like is-
Get going. Keep
What's
going.
that? We need to get
Keep
going.
going.
I'm coming. We're going this way? Okay.
Yeah.
Like Ray, I like Ray. Hate J.J. Abrams. I don't think that he was right for Star Wars. He makes exciting, like, good popcorn flick movies, but I hate
his
Disney,
defense-
not J.J.
In defense, JJ turned down doing Star Wars like 2 or 3 times.
Well, he knew that the Star Wars fandom was gonna come. Not all of the Star Wars fandom, but he knew that the Star Wars fandom has some like toxic AF people in it, and he did not want to mess around with it. He was like, "This is too big to mess up."
And to be honest, he played it very safe.
He
the way
really did.
directed the first one.
And I think he did all right for his like what it was, like what he was given. But yeah.
This or
John Boyega
should I-
said not to hate on JJ. He
I can
ripped
do
on
it.
Disney. Yeah, I think Disney deserves a lot more criticism than we sometimes give it, and it's hard because there's so much Disney nostalgia. But if you
Right.
need help to hate on Disney, I can help you. I guess some of my feelings about Disney are similar to some of my feelings about like other authors.
Oh, almost got buried.
This side.
One bird, one stone. Not to say I don't like Disney movies. I don't want to like put that out in the world. I just think that we've given too much leeway in some cases
No,
and not enough
come on.
attention to movies like Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. How many times have I talked? Over someday, I'm gonna have to do
Yeah.
a supercut of just all the times that I was like, "Hey, but have you seen the really good movie that's cringeless?" Like as a mom now, God, Princess, thank you so much for the sub. Holy cow! And not die at the same time. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. It is so good to have you like extra now. I don't know. Like, I appreciate it. Super, super fun. Considering how Disney took and pushed him as a diversity advocate, like a token in America on the poster, and made him tiny, and the Chinese one calls into question any diversity actions they took with their productions. And you know what? And that's the thing. Like, once a corporation gets to be the size that Disney is, I basically attribute, and I think actually Jonathan, you and I talked about this. Like once a corporation gets big enough, like basically, you know, publicly traded, whatever you want to call it, at that point I give them zero moral credibility. At that point, my assumption on every decision that they make is that it is a business and not a moral or ethical decision. I assume that people working for them are absolutely
Goes having
moral and
ethical.
ethical agents, but
There we go.
Disney as
you
a
want to
whole,
get your MGX?
No.
those are
Let's go.
business decisions.
Have several of them.
Those are just money
Okay.
makers.
Sample.
Definitely money hungry. Scares me how they swoop up companies. Yeah. No, they own, at this very moment, they own like a third of every movies, of all movies ever made. Ever. Which is just scary. Goes back to the truth we've forgotten. Corporations are not people. Yep. So, and it's tough because we they advertise as though
Watch
they
out.
are,
Back up,
which
guys.
is an interesting. Oh wow. Like they advertise as moral entities, and that.
Oh.
I'm so sorry for almost
Well,
killing you.
you didn't know I was gonna run right in.
I didn't. Shuttle
Get out.
coming.
Get out. Bird. No,
Dave.
bird.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
For a second, I'm like, okay, where do I get out from?
For
What
a little
path?
minute, I didn't know what was gonna kill me, but it's all right. I am not good at this game. That is okay. Have you seen me play? Like I said, I am just.
Got him.
I'm kind of like bread in a
Loading.
jam sandwich. I'm really just there as a vehicle, like pancakes for maple syrup. I'm really just a vehicle
Okay, I need to reload as well.
for the rest of the goodness. Like Dallas and Sevi, they're the real players here.
Oh,
I'm just
gotta move.
having a conversation on top of their game. It's kind of like a more complicated YouTube Reacts video, honestly.
Need help. Bird, need help here.
Sure.
Bird,
There's two of these guys.
I think I got you. I think I got you. Did I get
good.
you?
Yeah, we got.
Okay.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Just get to the shop.
Get to the chopper.
Careful, Dallas. Back up a bit.
You guys get him. You guys get him.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Oh no.
Dallas.
You got him.
Oh no!
Damn it! I
get it.
overshot. It's okay. Some people made it. Damn. It's going so well. Big gripe is that they're successfully pushed a narrative that it's not our fault for what children watch. It's the parents' job to watch their kids. But when like you say, Disney controls 1/3 of movies, that's 1/3 of options a kids could see and grab a hold of if a parent isn't watching. Truth. Although. And this is something that I do like about Disney Plus having an app in terms of parental controls is that they can, like streaming services and stuff like that, has given a lot of opportunity for better parental controls. And what I dislike about Disney is that they have decided what should be allowed for kids and not. I mean, I'm not saying that they should force parents to put parental controls or like take a look at it, because you can go back through and decide like, okay, no, this is what sort of stuff I want available to my child and everything, but there needs to be like a setup wizard that says like, okay, this is my child's age group, this is the sort of stuff they like to just go through and do a full setup just like you would for your profile of like what kind of things you like and like ratings on that. Dr. Day, thank you so much for the follow. Let me ring this bell for you. Hopefully it's not getting annoying yet. Wow, you guys, it is so great to have you. This is a kick at night. I love it. But like really they kind of just need to have parents go through that for their kids of like, this is the age level material that I want. Dr. Day, holy cow, thank you so much for the sub. I'm sorry, I'm like going off on like this weird parental controls rant, but thank you so much for the sub. Holy cow, what a gift. Woohoo! It is great to have, and you've got 3 glorious bird emotes, and also, and now it should come up at some point, but we do have, and now Aston, don't you say a word. I do have a thing where you get your own customized, and I guess you could have like your own custom like sound alert too if you want, but and this goes for you, Pop Princess, and Elliot as well, and Single Malt. I think you might already be. I think you are a sub already, but you can have your own custom GIF or sound alert. I guess I can add that as well. That plays on the stream as your own like custom chat command. So if you want to do that, you can actually DM it to me via like on Twitter. You can whisper it to me here on Twitch with a link, or you can also join the Discord, and that link will come up pretty quick.
Go top right.
From
My
bot
bad.
in chat, otherwise underneath my channel page.
You don't
And
die.
in the Discord there is a chat that's called Stream Gifts. I think it's in the important resources
Okay, you guys ready?
near the
Oh, they
top. So I would
destroyed it.
love to have you guys have your own fabulous GIF to play over top. So I don't know. Oh, cool. Yeah, for sure. It is really fun. So Jonathan's got one. Fitz has got one. So if one of you wants to, Aston, don't do yours. Aston's has been pending for 9 days, and it's completely 100% my fault. We've been like interacting and chatting on Discord and everything, and like every time I open Discord, I just continually keep forgetting. So yeah, there's Fitz's. Fitz is a huge Cardinals fan, so
Okay.
that's the one he chose.
Top right.
And like, don't feel like
First.
you have to pick your favorite GIF. Yeah, I'm sorry, of all time. Wow, totally. Like, because if you
Oh.
feel like you want to change it, if I remember, I can end up changing it for you.
Bad
feel like-
loser.
This one time with Aston now is going to catch me for all time and be like, if she remembers to change the GIF. But it is a really fun thing. I love to see what you guys pick for yourselves. Redeemed. Banned in-game action. Playing the game. Oh, damn.
Good, do we want to get the
Well, this
briefcase?
is...
Yeah.
This is...
Okay, I could also use a reload.
Aston. Okay, I guess... What?
Do it.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to keep,
I'll take it.
big extra
Upright.
harsh. She is.
Yep.
Sevi and Dallas, Aston just banned me from playing the game for a few minutes here, so,
You can't. You cannot play the game.
I guess I'm just gonna follow you guys along here, and I'm gonna
'Cause it's
continue my
banned
Disney reign.
in-game action, right?
Yeah, playing the game is the in-game action. So maybe shooting. I'm gonna call it shooting. I feel like it's a bit of a stretch for N action. I'm gonna call it just shooting. 'Cause that's the majority of the game. Sure, shooting. Sure, shooting. So yeah, I don't know. So like Disney decided to do that thing recently where they like removed certain movies that have poor representations of other of like races and like people groups in general. And oh damn it, I thought I could jump over the wall with that thing. And they just removed it from the kids' accounts, and they just sort of decided for parents what their kids could watch and what their kids could handle in just that instance. And I feel like I dislike that.
Well, one involves a lawsuit, the other is easier to defend.
Well, no, that's the thing. I mean, like in a kids show, like all the way up into like so like Star Wars Clone Wars, that's rated Y7, but that has some like pretty hefty violence that I definitely don't want my kids seeing. Like, and the reason I found out about this, well, the reason the first time I ever saw it was when I was trying to give our son a haircut, and I was like, here, you can watch Star Wars. And he was like, Star Wars? And I was like, Star Wars. And so I put on Star Wars on the laptop while I was cutting his hair, and then all of a sudden I look up and there's like a Sith like choking another person to death, and you can hear the neck cracking and the death voicing and the, and he's like malicious
Animated
about
Star
it.
Wars, by the way.
What? Yeah, animated Star Wars, yeah. But like, so I was like, ah! Like clearly, single. Yeah, it's true. I could probably be using my stratagems and everything too. Those are all totally allowed.
Life-changing sleep is about what's underneath. This is a Casper mattress.
Oh.
Inside, precisely 1,500.
So that's the sort of thing that I feel like, I don't know.
You won't be awake to notice.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the right choice is. I guess for me, I feel like the best answer would be like, hey, what kind of children do you have watching? What kind of movies and shows do you want available to them? Done.
Only on a Casper mattress.
Because like if they're gonna allow those movies on the platform at all, then the kids should be allowed. Well, then the parents should be allowed to choose what their kids can watch. Because if we're being like, a parent can add or let their kid watch all the Marvel movies, and like some of those are not kid friendly. I don't know. Anywho, wow, cool story. Okay, I think I can shoot now. I've decided 5 minutes is up. Oh dang, I might die here. I landed in between a wall. No!
You don't have it.
Damn it.
I think I got you.
Thank you.
Activate and aim. Cool story. I watched Jurassic Park as a kid. I was so scared. You know what? I listened to Jurassic Park as a kid. 'Cause my cousin wanted to watch it when I was visiting, and I was like, I haven't been able to watch that before, but I went and I begged my mom because, of course, I wanted to be cool in front of my cousin. And he was like, I watch Jurassic Park all the time. And I was like, I never do. And, of course, my mom was like, no. So what my cousin did was he watched the show, and I moved my bed into the closet and listened to
One more shot.
Jurassic Park. And I think it was probably scarier that way.
Should we hear?
Jurassic Park is one of your comfort
There it
shows.
is.
Aw.
I'll get this sample.
That's awesome. I think I could see that more so now, like having watched them as an adult. They aren't. Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
Did
They
you
are
revive
really
at
fun.
least?
Huh? A revive?
reinforce.
I think I actually might have picked up something of yours too.
No, they're both up there.
Okay.
Okay, we need to activate this fire sequence and get the fuck out of here.
I need to get my gear
You
quick.
got it.
Got it?
Yep, but also I lost myself.
Let's go.
She died.
No,
But
why you-
loved
go here.
dinosaurs
Go her to the
always. I love
So
dinosaurs.
she can get her
also.
lift back?
I got it.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, I'm here.
Temple here. What are we missing? Okay.
I know I made a
guys,
joke about the
up
Snyder
here.
Cut, but I'm
Survivors
gonna try and get
and
HBO
the
Max
short beacons.
subscription. No spoilers, please. I didn't even see the Joss Whedon cut. I don't know the Snyder Cut. I honestly didn't get that reference, so I can't give you any spoilers, I don't think. Unless they're accidental and I have seen it, I just didn't realize it. But I do love Joss Whedon simply for Firefly. And honestly, I think that Joss Whedon could
So
do a really
guys,
good Star Wars
I'm
story if we
so
let him.
Sorry, but yeah.
Dallas,
Let's go.
some warning!
I heard nothing.
Dallas Anakin Skywalker, what are you doing?
Very far away from where they should. That's just so
Their
much,
fault.
It's just too far away.
there's just so much we could do.
Maybe if you guys landed
It's just
a
too
bit
much work.
closer.
It's just too much. Oh dang.
Oh,
Oh.
I almost got you there.
I was trying to figure
Going-
out which one of these
going
guys
right, going right.
has that. Okay. I'm impressed how the fandom for Firefly has persisted beyond a single season and movie. Right? But the show is so good.
Well,
And I-
part of it is that it only made it to one season, so they
It's
had
true.
a chance to be bad.
And that is a viewpoint of Nathan Fillion himself, which I
And
think
Joss
is important.
Whedon.
And Joss Whedon. Like, it never had the opportunity to go sour, which I think, yes, but also, I mean, Stargate killed it for 10 seasons. Okay, at least 9.5 seasons. I'm on season 9. The first couple seasons of Stargate, I guess, meh, I don't know. But then they just really got into it, and now it's awesome. So I feel like Firefly could have gone at least 4 seasons and been awesome.
Go left.
And especially with the like scope of the show, like there's so much that they could have done. Like it wasn't like
Alright, extraction.
it wasn't like a super narrow focus of something that would get old after a while. Like you could do so much with that. I love Stargate, awesome, and Atlantis is great too.
You wanna
I'm
go
excited
right
for
side.
Atlantis. I've seen a couple of episodes because my husband was watching through them a few years ago. So I think it should be a good time. But I'm really enjoying. I know actually Sevi mentioned to me recently that like some people stop watching Stargate after Jack O'Neill is done, and honestly, I think that's a huge mistake. I really have enjoyed
the Farscape.
the Farscape
Actors.
guy and girl.
Is Jack O'Neill MacGyver?
Yeah.
Yes. Richard Dean Anderson himself. Although I did see a picture of him more recently when I looked him up on Wikipedia or IMDb or something, and that did a little bit. It did quell my lifelong crush on him just a little bit. The new guy, Ben Broder, maybe. Speaking of it, why is Jason Momoa can't leave Atlantis? I don't know. If you like weird sci-fi type stuff, check out Infinity Train. It's a kid's show, but got a real dark last season. Interesting. Infinity Train. I'll try and remember that by saying it a 3rd time. Infinity Train. You're supposed to say things 3 times in order to remember them, right?
Sentry here
That's how it's
first?
supposed to work with. Oh yeah, damn it! You got me so out of the habit.
I'm demolishing this guy. It's my turn now,
There.
Papa.
Oh, these guys are not letting me reload.
It's a joke. He was on Stargate Atlantis and also he plays Aquaman. Oh, I didn't realize that Jason Momoa was on Stargate Atlantis. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah,
What?
he's a muscle guy.
That's
Like a
awesome.
heel.
Well, the new muscle guy. All right.
Yeah.
Right,
Atlantis.
sorry.
Well, that's pretty
Okay.
cool. Oh, I'm about to get sniped twice. Infinity Train is pretty good. It's on HBO Max. Okay. I don't have HBO Max, so that's tough. Have to sleep and have a great night. You too, Single Marl. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was great to see you. Have a great sleep. Have a great night. And again, thank you so much for the raid and the sub gift and the bits and everything. Have a great night.
We did it.
All the thanks and happiness.
We did it.
Woo-hoo! And a
Nice,
win
Single
to top
Marl.
it off. Just for you, Single Marl. Just for you. Just for you. Like a scotch on the rocks.
Who killed the survivors?
But a good scotch on the rocks. Like a good sipper.
What survivors?
I haven't seen any.
I'm more of a whiskey person, so. Well, that's not true. Bourbon. But whiskey is okay.
Bourbon is a type of whiskey.
Yeah, I know.
Don't tell that to an Irish person.
If we're gonna get specific, like a
An
rum
Irish person?
milkshake. Ooh.
Tell that to an
Okay, that does sound pretty yummy.
person that comes from.
Because they like their Irish whiskey? Or?
Everybody, I apologize, but
Then
the
it's
music
sweet.
for
You're a
me
bourbon
is
and
louder than the
whiskey. I
people.
think
So I'm
they'll
gonna
be
turn the
offended.
people up just a tinge. Just a hint, okay? Because
Rum milkshake.
rum milkshake.
What
There
is
it is. Hey man. Have you had a brandy slushy? Also super delicious. I haven't had a rum milkshake, but I assume.
Don't we have any options on bugs or cyborgs, right? Only Illuminati.
Only Illuminati? Shoot.
Only Illuminate right now. I
Never
believe.
had brandy. Oh, Aston, you're missing out. So now, I
Or
do come from
Proving Grounds.
Wisconsin, where we literally drink like 80% of the world's supply of decent brandy. So it's possible that we're hogging it. But it's worthwhile. You can't.
Any other?
Oh, you can't drink on your lithium. Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, I think we got a new region now.
Bummer. But smart. But if you ever take a break from the lithium. Oh, dang. Am I.
But it's the same rewards, so
I see something here.
you want to try level 10 or try level 12?
I don't think we can do level 12. We barely made a level 9.
Right.
We can do a level 10, I guess.
What have I done here? I have this weird problem where I did that. That's what happened, but I need it to do that. Oh, damn it. This is where I'm like getting used to OBS and these like dockable things. Okay, I want it there. Okay, go back. That's all good. I think no, there's probably no like alcohol-free brandies. But brandy is a it's a distilled wine liqueur, so it's kind of like a really it's like if wine was a hard liquor. Root brandy, nice. There you go. Get some of that. So Dallas, I can bring anything. Is that what you're telling me? Wish you could drink alcohol, but you can't. And you know, I think that alcohol is not all that it's necessarily cracked up to be. There's some really good drinks and stuff out there, but like, for the most part, you can get most of that enjoyment elsewhere. It's not like, because in terms of like, so I mean, the getting drunk factor
And with Everlywell, you don't have to. Everlywell
is not
makes
an
lab
like
testing
a,
easy
I
with
don't know. I
30
feel like
plus
you can
at-home
get
lab tests.
reasonably
From food sensitivity,
like all
vitamin
appearances
D
of
to heart
drunkenness
health and more.
and all
with
the fun
simple
of drunkenness
sample
without
at-home
it. So it's not
collection,
like,
free shipping,
I don't know.
and physician
Like the
review
experience of
results
alcohol, I
sent
think
to your
unless you like,
device
aside from the
instantly.
taste, there's not
Learn
much
more
to
at
like miss. My latest
everlywell.com
alcohol has all been
and demand better for your
moonshine
body.
fruit, like
That's
cherries, blueberries, and
everlywell.com.
pickles. Pickles. I was with you until the pickles, Taboo. Taboo, do you go by Taboo Tiger? Or Tiger? Or Taboo? Or TT? Pickles are a fruit. Pickles aren't a fruit. Pickles are not a fruit. Pickles are pickles. Pickles are pickles. Pickles are totally 100% vegetables soaked in the devil's spit for weeks and weeks at a time. That's what I'm gonna... Taboo, taboo. Phantom Boss! Coming in hot with that raid. Thank you, sir. What were you playing? Were you playing like some more? Were you playing Dragon Age? Were you playing something scary? Phantom! Look at that fabulous
Wrong
gift.
weapon.
And it's working and everything.
I got it.
Thank you for the raid, sir. Hey, I don't know if Pot Princess is still here, Phantom, but I'm sensing love. JK. Pickles are cucumbers. Yeah, cucumbers are. I mean, I guess they're. But meh. Thank you for dancing on top of what I needed, Seti. Who's all here? Sound off. Aston's
Let's
here,
see if we can
Phantom's
get the
here, Taboo
survivor.
Tiger.
Keep
Fitz
together
is
survivors
here.
and the wallet at the same time.
How is everyone? I'm
Fitz
here.
is-
There you go. Pot Princess, meet Phantom Boss 420.
Yeah.
There is also, I just think it's awesome how creative all of the like 420 friendly names and stuff come up. So like, there's a streamer couple and their like channel name is Dabbed by Daylight. They started out playing a lot of Dead by Daylight, and I thought that was pretty awesome. And on their Twitter, they actually do a fair amount of like pot education kind of stuff, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm not totally positive how much they do on their stream. I know they've been playing. Shoot, I guess I haven't seen them playing since like they were playing GTA, so I'm not totally sure. Probably your most. Wait. Well, what else? I got a big question. Oh, am married? Well, that's exciting, Pot Princess. You guys can still have a fabulous platonic love. Love. Well, who else? I got a big question. You got a big question? Donkey, what is your question? I'm so excited. The biggest question you've ever asked in your entire life. The cool truth, all you need is a bag of weed. It's true. There's that. Are you guys gonna pick up the salmon? No? Okay. I'm gonna pick it up.
Move.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I love that you can just tell the survivors to stay. Like, just stay. Like dogs. Hello, survivor. Follow me. Heal. Stay. You missed something? Oh, it's because I was talking about Pot Princess and Phantom Boss. Twitch is not a dating app, so... and this is exactly why. Pepsi or Coke? Coke. I mean... neither of them are my favorite. So I want to be that jerk who's like, I like root beer. But if I had to pick between the two of them, I guess Coke. Coke is good. I don't know. It's been so long. All I remember is that Coke burns more. It's got more phosphoric acid.
Pepsi guy is totally
Kettle.
Coke guy now. Pepsi has just too much sugar.
Do y'all have a sibling hood? Butter popcorn or kettle popcorn? All potheads are friends. Excellent. There we go.
I would say Coke, even though I know it's worse for you.
Worse
Just
than
because it
Pepsi?
goes better with a Cuba Libre.
It does. Okay, there. That's fair. It's true. I can't imagine drinking Pepsi with alcohol, but Coke I can. That's a really great way to like decide. I actually had no question. Just like being random. Yes. Kettle style corn. Yeah, kettle corn is pretty delicious. We also used to do this thing. We'd make popcorn like stovetop or like even an air pop. And then we put it in a paper bag with chocolate chips and some like dried cranberries or like other kind of fruit and also mini marshmallows and shake it up while it's still hot enough to melt the marshmallows and the chocolate chips. And man, that stuff is so good. So good. What is pot? The devil's grass.
So do we want to bring the briefcase at the same time or
The
not?
hoo hash.
What?
That popcorn sounds
That would be
amazing. Thank you.
awesome.
It
Can
is.
we do
Oh
that?
man, you should try it. It's totally worthwhile. And it's
We
so easy
could.
to do.
Let's go right.
It's a little bit of a detour.
Okay, let's go right.
You'd also do it with like M&Ms, but I feel like that gets I don't know. Like then you just have like the M&Ms kind of melt, but they don't all like break and stuff, and then it's got like a weird crunch. I don't think it's as good, but people do it. Just where I'm from, where this popcorn is super popular. I don't know. I don't think that it's a regional food by any means. My regional foods are brats and venison. Brats, venison, beer, brandy old fashions, and casserole. Absolutely casserole.
Oh,
Get
this
the guy.
guy's a
Get the
mistake.
guy.
Get the guy. I didn't do a good job. I'm sorry.
Let's go.
Oh damn.
They
The
go through.
survivors. Should we pick
Yeah.
that up? I can pick. Or you
Sorry, I shot him.
Unbelievable.
Oh, go. Just go.
Okay.
Going.
If the survivor makes it, he makes it.
I'm down.
No. I don't wanna. Freaking hell.
Go, Dallas, go. You take care of all of
You
us.
saw that?
You have-
Yeah, you kept picking up the.
my kettle corn is so
briefcase.
bad. Kettle corn is so good. I want to figure out. Gotta figure out what you want for dinner now. Ooh, hash browns. I have a package of Orville popcorn. You still. There you go. Make the Orville popcorn. Do it. I'm dying a little. I didn't realize I was back. I was talking about popcorn. This is probably another thing that I do besides bring great talent onto my channel is I add a level of difficulty to the game for Dallas that he really just can't get elsewhere. Like you can play with new people, but at least they have like enthusiasm and they follow directions. But like, or you can end up with like trolls who are actively just trying to kill you the entire time. But what you get with me is like a chaotic good, like random challenge. Is she gonna listen, or is she gonna talk about popcorn? Is she gonna
Lift,
do the thing
right.
that you want? Or is she gonna get sniped running along a straight line? Troll? What's a troll?
Think that ring, or do I need to remember her?
You want kettle corn? What movie should I bring up that we call quote again?
Alright,
I
get
don't
the
know.
lift.
Okay. Get the snack.
Alright,
Get the
let's go.
snack. That was an Emperor's New Groove quote just out of there. We could quote Galaxy Quest all day long. This is fine. I don't know how many other movies I can totally just quote. We can do it. Do it. Bring up a movie. Somebody. Food recommendation. I hereby recommend the most amazing pancakes from Denny's. Cinnamon roll pancakes with icing on top. Dude, I remember you mentioning that before.
Let's go.
We had a whole conversation about it too. Okay.
Down.
Extract.
I didn't know which way you were
Yeah.
going. Okay.
Over here.
We killed 90 enemies. We're good. Okay.
Oh. No. Don't pick this fight.
Don't pick this fight. Okay. I won't. They're good. It sounds great. It sounds
Most of them are down now.
like a lot of sugar. Like probably the amount of sugar that you should have in like a week is in those pancakes. At least. Forrest Gump. You know so
Sample.
much trivia from that show. Dude, I know like I could quote maybe 3 things from that show. I've seen it like once. But that's cool. That movie. My grandma always called movies shows, and so does my stepdad, so I can't help myself.
Bird machine.
Humble Beast Johnny, thank you for the follow. Welcome. It's great to have you, dude. And I have been forgetting to ask all of you what your favorite bird is. This is the very important community
Oh, can
question.
you get that bird?
So if you're
Thank you.
here and you have not yet shared your favorite bird, totally do so now. Before, oh shoot, whoever mentioned about Forrest Gump. Favorite line from Forrest Gump. Yes. Bird is the word. Bird is the word. Everybody knows that bird is the word. Fine as it happens. What does? Shit.
Watch out. Bird.
It's okay, I'm fine. My thing. It saved me.
Displacement field.
That one.
It's only 2 grenades. This one is okay. They almost
Oh
got
no,
my
I
butt.
like
Your
to do
favorite
the double
cardinals?
tap.
Excellent. Cardinals are very popular around here. As they should be, because they're adorable. Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far away. I briefly thought that was going to be a quote from Serenity or Firefly, but actually she wanted to be a stone. I don't remember. Is that from? That's from Forrest Gump, and is that what it's going to be? It probably is, because that would track with the conversation. I'm doing a good job. I'm keeping up. I'm picking up what you're dropping. Downloading those files. It's goody. I'm gonna blow up the whole. You know what? That would be an interesting like addition to this game. Is if you just like could blow up the shuttle. Favorite bird is the mockingbird. Excellent choice. Oh no! Did you make it on?
We all did.
What's up? Lurking on your stream. Awesome. Okay,
Gilbert.
so Pot Princess, if you like the mockingbird, mockingbirds are awesome. Ooh, a Quetzal, very cool. I think we talked about Quetzals before. I think, and then I didn't know exactly what it was and meant to look it up, and then never. I'm just so bad at this game. But if you like mockingbirds, you should look up the lyrebird from Australia. Lyre, lyrebird, because they're like mockingbirds on steroids. They like. In watching videos about it, I was like, is this even a real bird, or is this like a troll? Is this just a really well done troll? But no, it's in fact a real bird, and it's true. Yay, we did the thing.
Here we go. Delicious food
Do the
for
thing,
all.
do the thing.
So bring us your over busy, your discouraged meal planners.
Oh.
You are really want something good, but can't think of anything right now.
That's not a good sound, Alice.
Let us bring deliciousness
Oh,
to
well,
you
we
now,
should look at this
because
map.
at Home Chef, delicious always fits your schedule.
Get $30 off your first month at
Hope you enjoyed.
homechef.com.
Phantom, what were you playing?
So
I
what
didn't see your
about the
shout out.
Kroger Family Stores.
Yeah, it's okay.
Home Chef.
I'm sure you asked, or I'm sure you answered when I asked, and then I just missed it. I feel like in these very moments, I feel like I miss way more messages than I thought. I try really hard to keep reading and playing. It's difficult. Metal Gear Solid. Ooh, the Phantom Pain. How appropriate.
This is the best Metal Gear that is.
That's so cool.
I have $100 on this game, guys.
Oh, wow. I haven't played any Metal Gear Solids, but at some point, we'll get it in there. I'm basically like streaming as a part of my quest to like, I don't know, build my gaming credibility. Because at this point in my life, I mean, like, okay, so I played GoldenEye 007 on N64 as one of my first video games. So I feel like I'm okay there. I played Age of Empires and Command & Conquer early on, like Red Alert. Played some early Sims. Yeah, timeout for Stream Elements because the bot is not. I haven't trained it yet. Kidnapped a lot of people and had to murder a few. Nice. I also did a lot of pod racing on the N64 as a kid. And then I played Final Fantasy X and X-2, well, X and X2. And a little bit of Fable. Some KOTOR. But, like, the fact that I can... I mean, Smash Brothers and, like, some various other games and stuff. But, like, the fact that I could probably, you know, like, list at least 80% of the games that I ever played... means that I have got a really wide scope for streaming, and I'm excited about for like first plays and stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Hey, Stream Elements, what's up, bro?
My bad. Come on,
See,
come on,
Morgan,
come on. You teleport me
things.
to the middle of the fight.
ask or else. What?
Just
Want to ban you, but I don't have mods. St. Morgan, wait. What? Do the things. What did St. Morgan say we should do? I want to. What? Why are we banning things? Why are we banning people? Why are we wanting to ban people? I missed it. I missed it. My chat window's not big enough to know what you guys are talking about. Let me get my lift here. Somebody else's lift, perhaps.
Mine.
It's yours. That's okay. Okay.
Watch out.
Oh, I picked up your gun. I'm so sorry.
I have infinite guns.
No.
I can just drop another one.
What?
Are we done here?
No. Side note, worst version of Ice Cream Float, I submit
Okay.
V8 and
We're
Rocky
good.
Road. That's horrible! Why is it, why? Why would you do that to all of us?
Sorry.
That's terrible. I think V8 in anything is gonna be a bad time, honestly.
Not so like that.
I'm talking to the bot. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay.
I think to the over here.
V8 and vodka isn't too bad. I mean, okay. No, still that's terrible. I can't do tomatoes. Okay, you guys want to hear a story about tomatoes? Let me tell you this story about tomatoes. Nobody even redeemed story time, but I'm going to tell you the story about tomatoes because it fits right here and embodies my deep hatred for things that taste like tomatoes. So this means that ketchup and pizza sauce are generally okay. And tomato-based soups, generally speaking, are okay, but large chunks of tomatoes and tomatoes themselves are not, and that includes V8. Tomato juice, also gross. Why would we do that to ourselves? Anyhow, here's the thing. Okay. The year is, I don't know, sometime between, it's like circa 1995. Little bird, little homeschooled bird, is living in the dead of Texas, Paris, Texas, to be exact. Little homeschooled bird.
They destroyed
is
it
hanging out
already.
with another homeschool family with my 2 older siblings. And this is like Southern Baptist country, right? And then Southern Baptist homeschoolers, which is a whole other experience. So we're there for lunch. My mom, I don't remember where my mom is. Maybe she was like chatting in the kitchen or something. Anyhow, we had taco salad for lunch. Which is, so it's like shredded lettuce, and then there's like there's like meat, like taco meat, and then sour cream and cheese, and usually some sort of like corn chip, and then sometimes there's salsa or whatever, and then in this version there were diced tomatoes on
Dallas,
top. Paris,
we're back.
Texas needs an Eiffel Tower. It does have an Eiffel Tower.
Let's
So
go.
we're in luck.
Let's go. I still it. I don't know how.
He was up in the
It's
air.
my displacement field. And up in the air too, I think.
No, you didn't.
So
You have a display.
I don't know why I lived. I don't know. I'm fine. I'm awesome.
Let's go down. Let's go down.
So
Okay,
I
no.
knew
Dallas,
that they were
it's
going
all
to have
science.
diced tomatoes on
If
top
you
of these
jump,
things, and I said, "Hey,
It'll push you further up.
I don't want diced tomatoes. Is that okay?" I was very polite about it, as a baby bird for sure. And the mom was like, "No," and I was like, "Okay, fine." So I get my salad, and I very politely eat the tomatoes first so that I don't have to taste tomatoes for the rest of this salad, right? I know this is a long story, but it comes to a point where I need you to experience this with me, okay? So I eat my tomatoes, I just sort of like grin and bear it, make it through, start eating the rest of it, and like about toward the end of lunch, she comes in with a handful of diced tomatoes in her hand and anger in her eyes. And she says, "I found these in the garbage." And she looked at me. She looked at me, folks. She looked at me, because I was the one who had voiced my distaste for tomatoes. So there I was. There's no tomatoes on my plate. There's not hardly any tomatoes on anybody else's plate either. But like, who's counting? Not her! So she takes the tomatoes from her hand, from the garbage, and pours them on my plate. And says, You need to eat that. So I did. I ate it. And I think about it every time I eat tomatoes now. So anywho.
Tomato sauce.
I mean, okay, tomato sauce with chunks of tomatoes. Like, I think I feel like fairly well adjusted after this experience. Like, I don't feel like I have any, like, continuing, I mean, I think about it, like, a lot. But I don't feel like there's any, like, I don't think it's ruined my life. I think I just don't like tomatoes, and then, like, I bring up that when people are like, why don't you like tomatoes? Tomatoes are God's fruit. I'm like, well... So anyhoodle.
You're all here.
Yeah, sorry, Bird.
Did you almost kill me?
I was about to.
Don't do that. Don't be doing that. It's alright, I'm killing you a little bit. All the time. That honestly makes me sick. Yeah, it was a really... And you know what? Maybe they weren't actually from the garbage. I don't know. Maybe she was just trying to prove a point. But still, hopefully her hands were clean, or very nearly so. I didn't get any weird diseases. It's definitely not a thing that would, like, fly nowadays. Nowadays, I feel like she would have a news article, like, local woman.
Tracy Jackson.
Tomato trauma, simply for the fact that they were from the garbage. Yeah. So, like, I don't know. I guess I choose to hope as an adult, as a parent who has, like, I guess I haven't forced my children to eat anything, and I don't necessarily understand that. But as an adult, as a parent, and as somebody who has, like, taken care of or watched, like, other people's children, I choose to hope that she didn't actually pull them out of the garbage can and think this is a good idea. This is what we're doing. I need ammo. I can't believe I need ammo. It's alright, I got my pistol. Don't worry about it. I lived long enough to need ammo. I lived long enough and used my gun poorly enough. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna be fine. Kind of think cherry tomatoes could do good in chocolate ice cream. You know what? I saw a TikTok the other day. Do you go by Morgan or Saint Morgan?
To the right. Top right.
But I saw a TikTok of a guy who was making, he makes like vintage recipes. And I guess there was one that is a like tomato soup chocolate cake. Morgan is fine. All right, cool. And I guess it turned out super well. So there is a possibility that tomatoes and chocolate could go well. Like there's the acid factor, you get the tang. So like maybe for the same reason that like chili and chocolate tend to go together well. I'm not saying I necessarily like it, but they're supposed to. So, you know, at least try it if you don't like it. If you don't like it, don't eat it. Right, yeah, I think that that's fine. I would talk. Have you ever talked to her about it? I would talk to we moved when I was 7, and like I can't decide if I might be friends with her on Facebook now, but you know, that'd be like I don't think I've actually spoken with her since I was a kid. Like basically the friend on Facebook thing was the most communication that I've had with her officially. Since I was a little child. So I think that would be super random.
Move.
Hi, do you remember that one time when we came over lunch and then you made me eat tomatoes from the garbage? Do you remember that? That sucked. You were a sucky person. I hope you've grown. Like,
They got me.
chili salt and ice cream is lit. Okay, cool. What do you want from
Okay.
me?
I revived Dallas.
Game
Okay.
bird.
The game? You want me to play this game? You're doing fine.
Condition difficulty 10, so a little bit of help is appreciated.
Do you want like a turret?
Not
I have a turret.
Nothing passive.
I think the turret should go. Oh damn.
I got
put the turret
inverted.
there. Don't worry. Oh, I got inverted. Oh, Dallas. I'm somehow still alive, but don't worry about it. Was this your mom? I'm not sure I caught who it was. Oh, no, it's somebody else's mom. Not my mom. I've talked to my mom about it.
It's in the middle.
I mean, I've talked to my mom, like, we go to somebody else's house and I'll be like, is she gonna eat, like, as an adult, I'll be like, are they gonna make us
Hey,
eat tomatoes,
get your
Mom?
lift, bird.
And she'll
Up
be
by
like,
the turret.
where's my lift at? There it is.
Right here.
Top left.
And she's like, and my mom was super cool about it. Like, as soon as, like, when I go, like, it's one of those things that, like, as a kid, you just don't think to necessarily tell your mom about. And so, like, I told her about it as an adult, and she was like, well, dang, I wish you would have I wish I would have known about that, because I would have talked to her, and, like, we would have had words. So, like, she was angry in my defense. I mean, it's actually slightly possible that my mom messaged this lady for me. How incensed my mother was about this. So, in that way, yes. I think I had, like, you know, like, if I had been continually, like, pervasively forced to eat tomatoes from the garbage, I think it would have affected me and my psyche a little bit more. But instead, the experience kind of just ended up as one of those, like, one-off things where it was like, wow, well, that was kind of shitty of that person to do, and, now we can all have a talk about what you don't do to other people's children in sort of a lighthearted, funny way, and,
It's teleported.
I am so bad at the inverted look. So bad at it. Damn it. Again. Okay. There we go. Chili salt and ice cream, though. I don't know. So I have a problem with chili. So, and I have like I don't know. I'm not a super like spicy foods person, and I also usually don't like spicy plus sweet. But I also have been a little bit ruined by like things. So my husband is, okay, I haven't been ruined by Mexican food, but my husband is Mexican. His family makes incredible Mexican food. But they have this like penchant for just putting like on perfectly amazing, incredible foods, like mango, for instance. They're like, you know what we should put on this is chili and lime. Or like their melon or their watermelon. And they're like, yeah, we should definitely put chili and lime on that. Like, let's make an incredible mango smoothie and add chili and lime syrup.
Boy.
Let's just do that. Chili, lime, and salt. Totally delicious. Technically, bean chili isn't real chili. What?
So, Bert,
I like-
my wife puts chili and lime in the beer.
In beer?
Yeah.
That's a lot. Sorry, I have a really angry side when I hear those kind of stories. That's totally fine, Asin. I appreciate that. I think that is a very healthy response. We should all be angry. I like chili on chili dogs because it's not bean chili. What? Read fast, Sevi. Why you gotta do? What? Why we? What? Do we? All right. Okay. All right. Random article. You're gonna make me practice.
Wow.
Wow. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. I'm just finding stuff that's like not horrible to have to pronounce. All right. Robert R. Anthony Benton. There we go. This is going to be great, you guys. It's going to be really informative and important. Here we go. Robert Anthony Benton is Vice President and Treasurer of the New York Times Company as of November 2003, became the Treasurer of the New York Times Company in November 2001. Previously, he served as Assistant Treasurer since September 1997 as Director of Treasury since January 1997. Before that, he held various positions at the company, including Manager of Finance and Pension Investment 1993 to 1996, Supervisor of Financial Analysis and Pensions Treasury Department 1992 to 1993, Senior Financial Analyst, Forest Products Group 1991 to 1992, and Financial Analyst, Treasury Department 1989 to 1991. Prior to joining the company, Benton was an accountant at Deloitte & Touche LLP from 1987 to 1989. Benton received a BS degree in finance from Louisiana State University in 1985, and earned an MBA degree from Rice University in 1987 with concentrations in accounting and finance. Oof. Okay, that was better, right?
That was definitely better.
Okay, cool. Rap God. Oof. Jesus Christ. Nice.
Bert,
Yes.
no.
What?
Are you gonna use that turret?
Uh, what do you mean, Dallas? What are you trying to say? Do you want me to bring ammo instead of the turret? What? Is this one of those moments where you're like, I'm not judging, I'm just asking? You're so quiet. You're so
Just so you know, Mom, I am about to do something
Birth
very,
bringing
very big,
turrets.
very important. When you hear about
That's
it,
awesome.
you're going to be very proud.
How many turrets do you want? Nice, Phantom. Nice. We'll
Shannon,
do
you
this.
cannot use it.
Oh shoot, we got both of these like timers like up here, and nobody even told me that it was up there for the whole VOD. It's alright, you guys, it's fine. We're having a good time. We are now switching to the Groove voice. Hopefully it is, yes, there it is. Thanking you, Phantom, for this fabulous theme. Dallas, thank you for bringing the turret. I am assuming you're wanting at least 2 turrets because
No, you can bring
No,
whatever you want, but
banned.
you cannot bring turrets. It's
I
banned.
cannot. Oh, it's banned. Oh no, I am not reading properly. We're bringing more bombs then. Welcome bombs.
You can read fast, but
the
not
lasers.
properly.
Ha ha ha. I'm not sure how Guru would laugh. I'm thinking he would simply stare stoically at you. Anyway, over his nose.
Okay, you gotta get rid of that turret. There
I
we
did. I am done. I am getting the stratagems. No more turrets. You're welcome. Thank you much. The TLDR on the bean thing. Beans aren't technically part of the original forms of chili. Dallas, are you hearing this? You don't have to tell your wife.
Okay. It doesn't consider beans chili or something like that.
I am not thinking... So what is considering chili? If we are buying chili... Like chili
It's
as
being
in
very
the...
Tex-Mex, to be honest. Very Tex-Mex.
Chili? Is Tex-Mex?
The chili that you put beans and meat on
Like
it, it's very
Beans and
Tex-Mex.
beans and chili
Yeah, you don't,
from a can.
I
you
guess...
don't eat that in Mexico at all.
Well, no. I'm not... I've never looked at chili and thought, this is Mexican food. This is definitely... I've actually never
No
looked
one's
at it
saying
and
it's
thought...
Mexican food. They're just
I've
saying
never
it's
even
not
thought
real.
this is Tex-Mex. I'm thinking this is Midwestern comfort food.
So don't tell your wife. So you won't be
Well,
mad
yes,
over it.
but your wife is saying we just simply put the baked beans on a plate or a bowl. I am not meaning to be so harsh. It's the accent. The things I am feeling that chili. This is important. Just the spicy meat mix. Fair. This is possible. I mean, because spicy meat mix, the taco mix perhaps is not having the real chili. Is this it? I am not sure. It's fine to have strong opinions about chili. This is why we have chili
Oh, sorry,
cook-offs.
I'm inverted.
It's okay.
I think so, yeah, these are
But what is
that.
key feature, defining features of... I feel Guru would have strong opinions about this as well. What is key feature? What is making chili chili? What would Kevin Malone say? He would say, I feel beans are a key component, you know? The beans are key, but also, and the meat is here nor there, but the tomato base, perhaps.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it.
Yes.
Oh, never
Off
mind.
work, so may lose data and drive home. Is okay. So glad that you are done with the work, donkey. Yay!
Oh, move,
Oh,
bird.
oh no, I've moved. Am I not?
Yeah,
I
I
did
mean,
not
Hit a
know.
wall.
I want to demolish.
Oh no, I'm bringing you back. Do not fear.
And me.
Uh-oh. Oh no, I am inverted and possibly almost dead. Give me moments, please. Damn it!
You can still do it.
It's
You did it.
happened
Hey.
Yes! I was afraid that it had happened again in exactly the same way as the last time, but it did not. This time I am successful. Anyway, my feelings on chili are, it must involve beans, some sort of a tomato base. The tomatoes must not come from the garbage. the tomatoes must be sort of a sauce. Can be chunky or not. Technically, I would still consider chili if chunky tomatoes. And also there is, I'm not sure which kind of seasoning it is making the chili. This is difficult. Success. I'm not sure if did the gift come up. I'm not sure if I'm still having it because I ran out of room for
Okay.
some of the gifts
Go left. Go
in
left.
my trigger
Never
fire.
mind.
Oh dang. And so maybe had to remove it. Did good. This is wonderful news. Oh no. Okay, it's fine.
All right.
Jumping.
Got it.
Is there a
Alright,
turkey?
go up.
Because someone just got roasted there.
Fucking hell.
Okay, move.
Oh no.
I did say
You're alive,
move.
Bert. You're alive.
I'm alive. I was
Displacement
hidden
field
behind
for
the
rest.
rocks there. I was simply
It's impossible
regaining
to
my
fight
breath.
Illuminati without displacement field. It's just
It's true. Displacement field is more for you than for me. Is for you when you kill me. Is for me when I kill me, I suppose. Is for you when I kill you. Oh no. Hey, we are completing all of the killing of the enemies. This is wonderful. Oh, I am continuing. Nobody is telling me in chat. I'm paying attention to chat. You guys are like, you know what? How long will she talk like Brew?
I'm too caught up in the game right now.
No, it's alright. It's everybody else.
Ironically, I have my dad continually asking me if I broadcast my game on Steam.
If you... What? Your dad's talking to you right now?
No, he keeps requesting I broadcast over Steam
Oh.
instead of just watching your stream.
He wants to watch the gameplay with no commentary and no weird, like,
Can I get a revive, please?
no weird accents. Yeah, I got
No.
you.
I got him.
I got him. No, I got him.
No, I got it.
No, I'm Dallas's friend.
Oh,
Are you gonna die? Please don't die.
I'm gonna die.
No.
Oh wait, no.
No. Bird's gonna kill me, but you're not gonna die.
Angry. Angry hydrate. Why stop a good thing? It's
I
better
need
that
to
way.
reload. There's
say
ammo
that.
here. Whoever needs it.
I think it'd be a complex
You
about
need
my
ammo or
voice.
should
They
I
only
take it?
love me for my group voice. Aston, you should have been
Taking
here.
it.
So the
Right.
first day
Right.
that I added
Right, bird. Right.
the Gru voice, it became
Keep jumping, keep jumping.
suddenly redeemed.
You're inverted.
I am.
Inverted.
For like half an hour straight. They redeemed the Gru voice. Actually, at the time I said it was a Russian voice, but really, since it's based on Gru, it's a Gru voice. And it was... Actually, Dallas, you're doing a really great job of not doing your comrade voice.
To really
so
hold
s-
myself. Comrade.
Did you know you could shop around for
How long have I been streaming
prescription
anyway?
pricing?
Briefcase
With
is down
GoodRx,
below,
you can
isn't
get
it?
I
coupons at over
started
7,000
in
pharmacies and save up
late
to 80%.
May?
It's that
Sebby, is
easy.
that right?
Don't
Late
just
May,
take my
maybe?
word
I
for
did it like a
Something
stream or
like
two.
that.
Something like
I've been
that.
telling all my
And,
patients about GoodRx. Jacqueline says my medication was
I guess I did some
$65
streaming in
without insurance,
June,
but I paid
July. I
25.
kind of
Abriana
more or
says
less...
you don't have to pay full price.
Hiatus in September,
Couldn't have said it
October.
better
Yeah,
myself.
hiatus, September,
GoodRx is
October, really. But I kind of
100%
got on
free.
Twitter,
Download
and then I
GoodRx
started
app
to
today
actually
and start
join
saving.
Twitch
GoodRx
community
is
in more like August, I think. Before then, I was just out in the Great Wilds.
Just let me get my machine gun, please.
So yeah, I guess I've really been like in it as a like, oh wow, this is really fun, and like I like this hobby instead of just a like, oh, let's give this a shot kind of a thing. Since I guess October, September, October, even though I was out for most of like August, September, October of actually streaming, but I was kind of like, I don't know. But yeah, super fun. And it's way, like overall, streaming is so not what I expected. Like my first experiences with streaming were actually watching streaming on YouTube. So I didn't like the idea of like interacting with chat was not like interacting with like YouTube comments was my understanding. Like the idea of like live interaction with people did not like
Wait,
occur to
wait,
me.
that
Oh
was-
dear. Oh, I went the wrong way because I was inverted. Oh, here I come. Back.
I
again.
almost
Oh,
killed both
no!
of
It was you, sorry. I thought it was an enemy.
It's okay.
Okay.
You weren't wrong.
Okay, let's go.
YouTube is no man's land. Yeah, I don't know. It was like, so originally it was because Sevi was watching a streamer, Sips,
Pinch up.
on YouTube just to see like some playthroughs of different games. And then he felt like Sips was, so like you don't really watch Sips to see what a game is like. You watch Sips because Sips is,
This is before he
Sips.
started Twitch.
Or
Yeah.
you need to reload, Bird.
I
Please
know,
reload.
I
you
was
go.
thinking about it and then, I don't know, I just, like a brain fart. I was just going along and then just, live stream on YouTube isn't great. Yeah, I don't know. This is the avoidance zone, if you will. I think it's fair. Yeah, I don't feel like live streams on YouTube, I mean, I guess it depends on like what you're looking for. Like if you're just looking to watch the game, like somebody play the game, then that I think is fair. But in terms of like interactivity, Twitch is just where it is at. Like I really enjoy it. And the fact that we can have so many cool like interactive like chat commands and stuff. Like there's a ton of ones that like we haven't even necessarily been using, like in terms of sound alerts and stuff. And like there's just and channel points and stuff, and like YouTube just does
Yeah.
not allow that.
Get out here.
Oh damn
Go
it.
down.
Oh sorry, sweetheart.
Can you bring me back?
It wasn't you, it was the dude.
Where's the piece of cake? Can you bring me back?
Yep, I got it.
Watch out! Oh,
Okay, streaming has really kicked off for me this year. I'm pleasantly surprised. That's awesome, dude. I haven't made a super ton aside from that like really long. Like I've caught a couple of your Dragon Age ones, and I've caught a little bit of like when you were streaming Detroit for like an entire day.
Seven. Team flag, Bird.
So I have to like make a point. Just get in there. Whoop. Detroit is good. Chicago is better. Burn up. A little bit of Kappa.
Right here.
yeah.
Dead now.
I can't overheat
I
my
don't have-
gun here because I don't have any. I don't have any. ammo.
We don't want more shit. Can you-
You weren't gonna ask me to put a turret there, were you?
Nope. We're perfectly fine without
That
it.
would have been a really great time to say, "Hey, Bird, can you put a turret?" This would be a great place. Sure, would be nice to have some turrets right now. Actually, wouldn't it? I'm just saying. Wouldn't that be sweet if we had turrets? Like this is the perfect terrain for turrets.
Good job, Seven.
Planning on doing Dragon Age again after you finish Metal Gear. Okay, cool. Oh no. Did anybody bring ammo in, or do I have to? I can. It's all right. I'll use my pistol.
I'll bring ammo here now.
Okay.
We're gonna
Uh-oh. I
overheat.
jumped into death. Okay. Go. It's one of the best actors
I'm
who's been
inverted.
active through the millennium. Favorite of the David Cage games is Beyond Two Souls, mostly because William Dafoe is in it. Willem Dafoe is definitely, I think he's underrated for what he does.
You got it. Get out. Bird, ammo.
Kevin. Okay. All right.
Let's
I'm
go
ready.
right. Let's get out here.
Oh, Bird.
So an actor that I do feel like is underrated, even though, okay, so he enjoys a great level of fame, which I think is good, but I still think he is underrated for who he is, and nobody has necessarily noticed. Like, Leonardo DiCaprio was underrated, and we found him, we were like, that dude needs to be more appreciated. And the internet, I feel, has lifted him up and said, no, this is what we have done to him is wrong. But what we have not yet done is looked at Matt Damon and said, you know, your body of work has not been appreciated like it should be. Like, now, not saying he hasn't had an obviously successful career. I'm saying that people have, like, he hasn't been, like I feel like he should be enjoying, like, almost like a George Clooney status right now. He's got the, like, sort of dad vibes that, like, the, like, dashing sort of, like, I don't know.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I was inverted.
As was I.
That didn't go well. Love him.
Oh!
Good Will Hunting is my favorite. It is a really great movie. Wicked
You
smart.
probably said I'm dead now. Yeah.
Typecast dad said me if I could have locked
Oh.
up as a Joker, and I said I would never cast him.
Can I revive?
Obvious. Yeah.
All right.
Too obvious. Ba-da-da. Oh, I forgot I can't jump right away.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got myself. Don't worry about me. I'm a strong, independent lady. Matt Damon
Yeah,
made more
right.
sense. I was confused for a second because you said Matt Damon, but my mind went to Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, I think he gets all of the hype that he needs, that he deserves. Maybe even more hype than he deserves. All right, all right, all right. But Matt Damon,
Are you
I
what
don't
we
know.
were trying to do, Seven? No.
No, no.
It's time to play. There's time to
Unpopular
get
opinion.
quick up.
I like
I wasn't
downsizing.
planning on it.
Hot Princess, we gotta be friends. Did you say it's it for you? It is a decent stop time.
It is.
Being that it's 11 o'clock, I gotta teach tomorrow. I gotta get up tomorrow. You guys gotta work tomorrow. We've had a fabulous stream. Let me find you guys somebody fabulous to raid out to there. I think that would be super, super good. Get ahead. Continue. I'm gonna hit
What's the level
this
10? There
here.
was no joke.
I'm gonna do this. But I like downsizing as well. I didn't think it was that bad. Oh, I've got caps lock on.
What
All
was
right,
that,
thank you
Dallas?
so much for playing Sevi in Dallas. That was a
10.
blast, literally and figuratively and in all the ways. Super, super fun. Thanks for putting up with me as well when I wasn't listening to instructions.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Yeah.
Pleasure. All right, everybody else. It was an explosive night. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. It has been such a pleasure. What a great night. Some great raids, some fabulous, like, subs and gift subs, some fabulous moments, great conversation. I mean, what more could you possibly ask for in a game? I'm going to go ahead and switch back to chatting here. No, I'm not. I'm going to stay on the main scene so that you can see my face and how grateful I am to you. We're going to go ahead and hit up. Who are we going to hit up tonight? We're going to hit up King Nicola. He is pretty fun. And I haven't raided him before. I got to find him. Did he end? He didn't just end his stream. Unbelievable. Let me see. There are a lot of people on tonight. Let me find somebody awesome for you. No, he's still up there. There we go. Let's go ahead and raid him. That'll be a good time. Let's see. We're gonna do peace. You guys have such a great night. And I need to get this to work on there. Here we go. /raid King Nicola. I need to make that like stream ending music just like repeat. That was super weird. Wow. /raid King Nicola. Is it gonna do now? Yes. Okay. Sounds good. You guys, thank you so much. It has been a pleasure. I'm gonna do this. Have such a great night. Thank you.
And enjoy and peaceful stream. If you keep Woodland Bird just raided with 18 people.